Hello, hello. So, just to paint the picture, you've just left Christianity, perhaps Islam, or perhaps a long-standing tradition you were raised in, and you're just looking for something beyond dogma and scripture. And you keep seeing this word, paganism. It's all over the internet, all over TikTok or whatever social media that you frequent, but perhaps you're confused given the just sheer amount of noise that you keep running into. So what I wanted to do today was speak on paganism and what it is to me, not necessarily what it should mean to you, but just speak on my experience, and perhaps you can define it for yourself. So if that interests you, please stay tuned. So to begin, I won't rattle off a Wikipedia article or sources I found on the internet. You can do that yourself. There's plenty of people that that do that. What I wanted to do was just speak on my experience. So to me, paganism it's freedom of practice, freedom to choose. It's embracing many of the things we're told to deny, primarily the self and our connection to the land, our connection to our ancestors. Starting out, I was all over the place. I didn't know where to start. There's so many books, so many videos like these, telling you where you should start, telling you what you should believe, what you shouldn't do, what you should do. Coming into paganism, just relax. That's the first thing I would tell you to do, is just take a deep breath. You made it out. You made it out of dogma, you made it out of your church, and just be patient with yourself in the deconditioning process, and get to know you. I would say for paganism, that is a core, a core value is to understand yourself. In the ye old days, paganism was meant to be an insult. It's heretic, heathen. It's to put you down for your beliefs, your familiar beliefs, your local beliefs, your heritage, and to deny it for church or whatever governmental body existed, perhaps in your area or at some point in time. As we realize, well, as some people realize, I don't want to project my traumas and frustrations with the church onto you, but as many of us feel that we've either outgrown or feel a very contentious relationship with the church, we've decided to embrace our heritage. Many people are finding out where their lineage is from, connecting to the land, connecting to water spirits, land spirits, various spirits of the night, perhaps demons, perhaps angels, perhaps daemons, perhaps jinn, perhaps the fae. I could go I could go on and on. So ultimately, what we're doing is defining reality for ourselves. We're interacting with the mysteries of life and seeing the good and the bad. It's not all, it's this spectrum. Yeah, it's honoring the spectrum of life. Not saying there isn't objective evil. There is, absolutely. Not saying there isn't benevolence, but much of us are we're in the middle. Everything operates kind of on this scale. And it's finding your equilibrium within that. Pretty much globally, practices honor the land, honor the earth, because without the earth, what are we even? Without water, what is life? Without the minerals, without the nutrients, without the animals, like I could say it's arrogant to put ourselves above these things. Adjusting my camera. It's the arrogance to put ourselves above these things, yet be all these things. It's realizing you have to, well, I won't say you, that's we're talking about me, not what you should do. I have to actively engage with life. There isn't some higher being way off somewhere that's going to punish me if I don't do X, Y, Z. I am the author of my life, and I need to engage with my life as such. It's not about following these set of rules to one day, be whisked away on a ship or angel wings, or be judged. I think the ultimate judge of you is you, or the ultimate judge of me is me. Because like they say, no matter where you go, there you are. You can't escape you. And you are a reflection of the earth, and the earth is a reflection of you. We're all connected in that way, and we all support each other. It's a reverence of that interconnectedness, that relationship we all have. And it's not necessarily acting like we can all just walk around hand in hand, hand in hand, skipping through the hills. While that would be nice, that's just not reality. Nature's rough, the sun, heat stroke can kill you. The cold, frostbite, hypothermia can kill you. Many of the creatures of the land will kill you. The plants will kill you, but they can also provide healing, nourishment. Just bring us peace, listening to the birds, feeling the breeze, the tree providing shade, providing the comforts of life, the cotton, the sweets, the textiles, the things that we can, in the moment, kind of take for granted, with everything telling us to look elsewhere. The devices, entertainment, nothing wrong with that, of course. Like, this is what I'm doing. But you just have to find that balance, finding that balance. So to wrap things up, I would say if you take anything from this video and trying to understand paganism, or if it's anything you would be interested in, take the fact that life is beautiful in all of its awkward ugliness sometimes, but life isn't a curse. We aren't born into sin. What even is that? And I'm trying to stay away from getting on a soapbox and sounding like I'm trying to convert anyone. That's not what I'm doing. I just really want people that grew up a certain way, like myself, to not live life in this, what do they call it? A panopticon. Always living in this rigid box of, I have to do this, or I'll do this, or this will happen, and God's watching, and I have to abuse myself and neglect myself, and every Sunday, sometimes 3 times a week, I have to be in this box, in this man-made box, to get closer to divinity. And it's okay. It's okay. You're good, man. Or woman, trans, however you identify, we are okay. There are systems in place to convince us that we aren't okay, to convince us that they hold the keys to life, to everlasting life, and there is no life without death. It's just not. That's just not how. It's not how it works, man. Death is scary, but death is not our enemy, and death is something that has come to be a weapon used against us through starvation, wars, genocide, femicide, all manner of prejudice. That's not what it was ever meant to be. So if you can walk away from this video, I would say just take a deep breath and love yourself for being human. There's nothing wrong with being human. Don't hate your humanity. Of course, don't be an asshole, but don't hate your flaws. Don't hate your imperfections. Don't hate the fact that you aren't a robot, hardwired for productivity 24/7. We were just groomed to be essentially slaves, and that's not life. So to end it for the 3rd time, if I were to define paganism for myself, it's just embracing all of life and engaging with all of life without a man in a robe or a woman in a robe, proselytizing, if that's the right word, or preaching to you, or wagging their finger at you constantly. It's honoring the grand tapestry of human existence, the in-depth history that so many of us lost of where we come from, and the stories passed down from ages untold. It's understanding where we're going, where we are, and that where we are, where we've been, and understanding that we create where we're going. The people that attempt to be puppeteers of reality want you to tell you where you're going, but we create that because we have free will. So without rambling on, because I could keep going, if this helped you at all, please like, leave a comment, subscribe. The next video I'll be speaking on the Morrigan and the role she's played in my life, how she's helped my life so far. So if that interests you, stay tuned. Hope you have a wonderful day or night. Be safe. Remember, you're never alone. And live in your sovereignty. Goodbye.